is a fertilizer is produced by using fossil fuels and contribute nearly about 1.8% of global carbon emission. As it helps to grow crops, it also increases the greenhouse gases. The climate impact of fertilizer production. Producing about 1 ton of ammonia is emitting of 1.6 to 2 tons of carbon emission. The fertilizer industries consume about 2% of global energy. The nitrogen fertilizers release nitrous oxide, which is laughing gas, from the soil. It is more 400 times harmful than CO2. It makes us difficult to achieve the climate target net zero. Here we need green ammonia, a way to produce fertilizer without producing any carbon emission. Now I am handing over to my friend to continue what exactly the green ammonia is.
Hello everyone, my name is Sinupriya. I am from Genix. I am here to say what is green ammonia. Can you hear me? Exactly what is green ammonia means it is ammonia produced by green hydrogen. If green hydrogen reacts with air in which nitrogen is present, it results to form green ammonia. Actually, ammonia is produced through fossil fuels. It results in the emission of large amount of CO2, which affects the environment. Here, green ammonia generated using renewable energy. It can reduce the carbon dioxide emissions. Green ammonia helps to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, support clean energy storage, and provide sustainable fertilizer production. So the green ammonia is an important step towards a cleaner and more sustainable future. The differences between conventional and green ammonia. Conventional, it is produced due to fossil fuels, which results for the large emissions of carbon dioxide, whereas green ammonia, it is produced using the renewable energy sources and green hydrogen, offering a sustainable solution with non-zero emissions, thereby supporting environment goals and reducing greenhouse gas impacts. So, this makes green ammonia a sustainable solution for the future. The main difference between the green and conventional ammonia is it is based on the fossil fuel, and green ammonia is based on the renewable energy. Thank you. Now my friend will continue.
So let's discuss about environmental benefits of a green ammonia. So as we already know, conventional ammonia is responsible for the 2% of the carbon emission. So we can reduce this carbon footprint by replacing it with green ammonia. So this helps the fertilizer production, transforming into a climate solution instead of the climate problem. So the green ammonia also helps in circular economy, which means it reuses the natural resources, without depleting them. So this helps in building the sustainable food production system. So we can build a sustainable food chain system which helps in reducing the carbon emissions. Air quality. Traditional fertilizer production process releases many more harmful gases and which are harmful to our localities and communities. So switching to green ammonia helps us to reduce these pollutants and helps in producing a cleaner air and improve the public health. So this helps in producing a clean air and cleaner planet. So let's discuss about the economic and industry impacts of this green ammonia. So this transition to green ammonia creates great employment through renewable energy manufacturing and ammonia system storage and renewable power plants and many more. this helps in creating employment uh, to the students and everyone who are into electricals, and this gives great economic opportunities, balance the global economies. And the upfront cost of this green ammonia is high as for now, but in over time we can reduce this with the government help and reduction of the renewable sources cost. So this helps in long-term savings and helps industries save money while reducing this carbon emission. And so the fertilizer production becomes a part of the clean energy, and this helps the many industries to be part of this green sustainable becomes a part of the green energy economy. Agriculture, technology, and energy sectors uh, become helps it. Agriculture, energy, and technology sectors helps the countries like India represent as leaders in sustainable development sectors. Thank you.
I am Gautami from Genix, and it is about the challenges of adoption, and it transitions the green ammonia faces that significance like financial and technological barriers. Under the technological barriers, financial barriers, we are having three aspects like high capital expenditure, initial setup cost is high because the renewable energy systems and electrolyzers have requires a heavy investment, limited technology maturity, and green ammonia is still developing and it not fully optimized. So for large scale production it is not used and needs innovation and investment to achieve the commercial validity and strong policy support. Main changes and innovation is required. Technological innovation is required, and no, so it is main challenges that are high investment cost, developing the efficient and high investment cost is developing and large scale technology. And next, it is about the renewable energy ammonia production process. The block diagram tells about the renewable energy is converted into the ammonia energy, and so solar and wind generates the electricity. All we know that, and it is power conditioning. The power conditioning it generated the electricity in a regulated and control for stable supply, and electrolyzer storage, and water is split into hydrogen and oxygen using electrolysis. And next one is a Hubbard wash reactor, and hydrogen react with nitrogen and produces the ammonia. And next, ammonia storage. Ammonia is stored and it is used for industrial usage and agriculture usage. Thank you.
Roadmap and the future of green ammonia. First step is to actually start pilot projects that drive technology advancements in it and improve efficiency of processes related to generation of green ammonia. Second step is infrastructure development. We need renewable energy systems, hydrogen production units, storage and transport facilities. Third step is scaling up production. Once everything, the processes have been established and we have come up with a viable and feasible processes, we can scale up and we can increase the production of this kind of energy. And final step will be market integration. We can finally use green ammonia for effective applications as fertilizers, shipping fuel, power generation, and energy storage. Green ammonia has a lot of potential, and because conventional energies are more increasing greenhouse gases, which is like warming up our climate, and we have only one earth, we have to save it. So shifting to green energy is our only solution and the only scope which can create a bright future for the future generations. Thank you.
So thank you all the students who has participated in PowerPoint presentation. So the next event is group discussion. So I will invite Mr. Arun to explain about the group discussion event. Before team also, group photo, anyone is missing, please come. Wait. Next team. Anyone are interested in group discussion? Yes?
So now that all the paper presentation has been completed, so it's time for group discussions. Okay. So I hope everybody has already chosen their teams. I think so. So is there anybody who did not do that already?
You can speak open discussion. It was.
So it's not that kind of a strict based group discussion. You can just freely sit in the place that you are already sitting in, and you can just talk from the place where you are sitting. Okay. So I hope you have not forgotten the topic of the group discussion, that is, can India realistically become a global leader in green hydrogen by 2030? So I like this just for the recall so that you can remember the question again.
Start.
So again, there are 4 groups, right? One is about policy and economic.
Four groups.
Yeah. So there are 4 groups. One is group 1. So just hear the name of the groups so that you can choose which group you want to join in. Okay. So group 1 is what? So policy and economics. Group 2 is technology and engineering. Group 3 is industry and MSMEs, and group 4 is startups and innovation. So these are the 4 groups. So just you can choose which group to stand in. Okay. So you can have 5 minutes of time on your own. So you can just think about all these topics. So you can just form the words that you want to speak in the group discussion. So have your 5 minutes of time, and later that we can start the discussion. Okay. Yeah. So just ponder on that.
You can start with the mic.
Yes, so the 5 minutes time has been cancelled, so you can just have to speak urgently.
You can start.
So because of the time constraints.
Who will start the discussion?
So who wants to comment?
Here, this team you can do.
Has anybody got any? Yes, so please do raise your hands once you are ready. Someone please do that first.
She will initiate. Start. Start with some topic. What is the topic? The mic. Initiate. Okay. Second girl, she will initiate. The fourth lead is
Hi guys. Let's just make this much more simpler. How about we tell? Do you want? Can anyone tell me what is the topic right now? For the group discussion. 2030, right? Okay. Let's say we have four categories. That is policy and economics as the one category, and technology and engineering is the second category. Third category is industrial and services, and the fourth category is startups and innovation. So in these four categories, what do you think? Which category plays a pivotal role in shaping the India's green hydrogen future? Policy and economics. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Who are economics? Why do you think policy and economics plays a key role?
Raise your hand.
Just a sentence, please. Okay, let me tell you a point. When we look at global scale, let's just see our neighboring country, China. China is way ahead of India. Right? It's just 10 years ahead of India, I would say. Because it's just because of the policy that they have created. Just because of the government, the policies that they have created. The policy right now in India which we have is, everyone told about the 19,744 crore policy, right? But that is for around 5 years. Those 97 crores are divided for around 5 years. But these policies are only related to only manufacturing of fertilizers. But what about other sectors? So I would say the policy should be much more, the policy should be derived in a much more stronger way for all of the other sectors as well, such as storage tanks and refueling and utilization as well. So yeah, I would say there should be much more amount to be invested in this policy sector so that upcoming India's revolution can be a great thing. That's my point. Anyone wants to continue on it?
Myself Bhargavi from Hindu Degree College. So, for India to become a global leader in green hydrogen by 2030, I guess startup and innovation plays an important role when governments give strong support for the people who are ready for startup and innovating the green hydrogen. If we get a good support from government, it would be possible by 2030.
Why do you think startups play a key role?
Because only taking up policy doesn't matter. The implementation of youth and citizens play a major role when to change the whole global country, right? That's why startup and innovation plays a great role.
I would like to continue what Bhargavi said. It's true that startups and innovation, while startups and innovation, they include the youth, who are the future pillars of our society. Policies and economics, it will only strengthen them.
all these schemes and incentives, it will help them strengthen and grow and globalize their product to a maximum extent.
And I do think that startups are very good because innovation like this can reduce manufacturing costs by 30% and eliminate supply chain dependence on China or the West, making India's hydrogen the cheapest in the world.
Yeah, if we look at the current situation also, in one of the presentations that we saw today India and Europe, they are doing pretty well in this, in tackling this situation. So I feel like if government could provide more policies into strengthening and into making this a more serious situation, we can achieve this goal with the help of startups as well, because they have their own technology, they are willing to a new product, they are willing to challenge the existing models. So both of these should go hand in hand to achieve this solution.
Will you agree, or if you want to defend it? Wait.
Does anyone have any other point? What about industries and technology aspects? Don't you think industries and technology aspects won't help in moving forward?
Yes, I do agree with that point. When it comes to introducing a new energy source into the energy landscape, there's a hierarchical order when it comes to sort of introducing something. And yes, policy and startups do go hand in hand, but in order for that to be required, we need the right technology. We need something that makes the policy desirable. We need to have the technology and innovation that is reasonable enough for to sort of field of the energy landscape. So I go ahead with.
Sir, I wanted to tell about the industries in MSME. So, first of all, we are facing the problem majorly in the industry sectors where carbon dioxide emission is more. So, to overcome this, using startups and innovations with the help of policies, we can implement in the industry where we can reach our India as the global leader by 2030.
Anyone want to speak? Okay. Yeah, thank you for the small group discussion. I'll hand over the mic to Arun. Arun, you can give the names, no? Sir, choose the names. At last, the company. At last.
At last motor then total day getting stage ఎక్కాలి hold on
Yeah, so hello. Yeah. Now that we have had a great conference on green hydrogen since yesterday, so as everything has an end, this too has an end. But I must recall a phrase from Avengers Endgame that part of journey is an end. But I must insist that ending is the place where every new thing takes its course. Okay. So as a conclusion for the conference on green hydrogen in collaboration with SkySkills, Cognolabs, and Designholics, with knowledge partners mygo and Atlas. So I wholeheartedly request these key people to come onto the stage. Dr. P. Ramakrishna Reddy, Executive Deputy Department, G. Narayan, Mr. Jignesh Dave, sir, faculty. Well, of course, that's really a running of the light. And again, I call Mr. Jignesh Dave, sir, program faculty, program director faculty. So, director of the faculty member. And I also call P. Srinivasan in the MSW. Director, mygo private. And Mr. Aditya, knowledge partner, Atlas, Motogen. Mr. Jignesh Dave, sir, to give a validation speech.
So now evening is there actually, right? Then to you can consider afternoon also. Whatever you consider, you take it. Valediction speech actually we have thought of having that green hydrogen. Actually, the motivation came from our director, sir, Mr. K. Surya Prakash God, as he has to travel to some other outstation work, so he is not available here. But he has actually motivated us that we need to do this conference, and particularly when we are thinking about the participants, then in the standee outside also, he has told primary target is of MSME government officials and all. But as I am also academician since last 15 years, and I teach mechanical engineering related subjects, so cumulatively we have thought that it should be for the student focus more. Right, we have kept in that way. Why? Because so many initiatives government of India is taking, and if we are talking about the government officials and MSMEs, industries, they are at some point of time they are aware about it. But student is such community, they are very busy in their own life cycle. They are busy in their own curriculum, their own schedules are there, friends and other things. So to sensitize them regarding this upcoming sector, we have targeted mechanical, electrical, chemical, civil even, right? But as a result, you can see mostly electrical students have participated, mechanical related students have participated, right? Automobile related students have participated. So at least I can say a kind of validation speech. So what I hope that you have gained, definitely we will ask for the feedbacks also. But what I personally believe is at least you have some spark, you have some knowledge before you got to the registration desk, you have filled up your registration form, and from that time to this time, at least I can say some idea regarding the green hydrogen you have captured. You have seen what it is, what are the production methods, how it can be shown, what are the fuel cells, right? What are the future avenues, what are the future career opportunities or business opportunities. Two or three of our speakers have like carbon credit, you can sell it, you can do it a business, you can convert it into a business. So ultimately, as a valediction, I believe that whatever we have got, what objective we have taken behind organizing this kind of national conference, and why we are using word national conference. Many of you might have the question in mind that already 4 or 5 colleges only have participated, but let me tell you, in online we are doing the YouTube live, and we have the participants from Gujarat, we have participants from Himachal Pradesh, we have participants from Chhattisgarh. So what I think is really a national kind of thing. Okay, not whatever strength we are looking here, definitely it is more here because it's an offline kind of thing. But in online, not 30-50 people, but 4-5 people from across the state, what name I have taken, they have registered and they have got benefit of it. Right, so this is truly a national event, and those who have participated, those who are getting certificate of that, as we have told, that definitely this certificate adds some value in your resume, right? Because see, you are speaking without any to that. So I am congratulating you all for successful completion, and this is a valediction speech. Again, I will come at last for the vote of thanks. So at that time I will thank everyone. No? No, we have to facilitate first.
So that was really a great valedictory speech, and followed Jignesh Rao sir. I cordially invite now Mr. Vivek sir and me to give another speech. So I am between you and the certificate. So I will not go for much serious speech. I will just narrate one small story, not story of 3 hours, but story of just 30 seconds, and I am sure. If the story comes to your heart, it will create wonders for you. So in Hyderabad, how many people are here in Hyderabad? Many, na? But only few of them are here, like you are. So let me tell you one story. There was a person in a train. Train has 3 layers, right? But my husband said, every time you bus only. Why you are on mind? The husband told, they are at upper berth. You know there are 3 layers, na? I got upper berth, so it's very, very painful. I said, you just go and replace the door one and get it replaced. Then husband said, oh, that's why I called you, you know. Because he has to amuse his wife, na? One morning he has to go to his wife only, not others. So finally, something happened. Morning he reached the house. He make a bell. Dun, dun. And the wife comes out, hello. But the husband said, hello, cholo, where is the tea? Where is the tea? I asked you for the tea, na? Wife said, okay, still you are in the tea only. What happened? And I told you, what happened? I told you I had a upper berth. He told, she told, I also told you. Every action is a positive and equal reaction. You don't say long. If wives tell like that, if you tell to your wife, I'm sure you know. I'm sure you also know. You get the same answer also, no? I also told you to go down, request from the lower berth. He said, you ladies always feel that the world is yours. Whole night I waited, nobody came on the lower floor. So with whom I should have replaced? So he was waiting for the whole night.
My wife told that you have to replace me the lower berth. You have to request. But whom I should request? There is no one in the lower berth. Oh. Means the opportunity was there. In the same way, you have a great opportunity. Already you have come here. So don't wait for somebody to come again, like Dinesh Devasaran again and tell you to go ahead. But you show it, and this will be the reward for Sir Dinesh Devaji that he has announced, he has created and conducted a very good conference. First of all, a big round of applause for Dinesh sir and our Kannabal sir. Thanks a lot. So this is my only view that grab this opportunity and do wonders in your life. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Doctor.
స్టార్ట్ చేసా లైవ్ స్టార్ట్ చేసి వెళ్ళిపో